It was a beautiful Sunday afternoon. After Storm Kieran has left the UK, the sky has cleared up and the lights were beautiful. Although it still was a little bit windy, in the woods I didn't really feel it. It was peaceful and quiet. The only noise, except nature, came from some dog walkers enjoying this tranquil place. Last time I promised I was going to focus more what you can find on the ground level, and that's what I was doing. I walked around the woods looking down until something interesting caught my eyes. Mostly mushrooms or fungi, and occasionally a mossy tree trunk. At first, I felt no need to talk to the camera. I just enjoyed nature at its best and focused on setting up my gear and taking photos. This is amazing. It looks like it's one long thread of fungi. Started from exactly from this tree. There are several photos here to be created. I think one of them is going to be this one, which is already fallen over, and it looks really nice because then we can see underneath the mushroom. I was mistaken because it doesn't stop at that tree, it just carries on all over to the next tree and maybe even further. I think I'm going to spend here a bit of time with these thread of mushrooms here. I've never seen something like that before. This little fella here caught my attention. If I use the 40mm lens, I can't get close enough with the tripod because of the tree, so I had to use the long lens, and I had to come back a little bit further. I'm gonna take one shot from ground level, and then I'm gonna raise a little bit the tripod and then try a little bit about 30 from an angle of 30 degrees. The next photo is gonna be this little mushroom here with the long length extended to almost 400mm. That little twig is going to come from the, just as you can see, from the bottom left corner of the frame leading to the mushroom. So I have this scene in front of me, and look how much difference the polarizer makes. So this is with polarizer, then I rotate the polarizer to the minimum, and it all becomes washed out and just without any contrast. That's why it's essential for autumn photography. And now I'd like to take a kind of an environmental portrait of this thread of mushroom seeds. I don't know how I'm gonna do it. Probably the 40mm lens, or maybe I'm gonna keep the telelens but pull back straight to 50mm, and it gives a little bit more depth of field. So this is the next composition with the fallen one. It's beautiful. I think it looks even better when the photo is taken from ground level. What I'm going to do now, I'm going to introduce a little bit of side light with my phone. So just to give a bit of contrast on the trunk of the mushroom. I think it's time to go now, although I still like to take more and more photos of this group of mushrooms here, but there is so little light now, and basically the exposures are about 3-4 seconds now. Actually, it was quite funny. As soon as I finished photographing those mushrooms, a little group has arrived and they were harvesting the mushrooms for culinary reasons. I don't know. I never touch anything in a nature reserve, so I'm not 100% sure what's the rule here in the UK in a nature reserve. And obviously, a nature reserve is a protected area, so in my eyes, all the animals and plants and mushrooms protected. I hope you enjoyed this video, and see you on my next adventure.